What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got another Starfield light fighter build for you today. This one I call the Paradox, and this is a pretty sleek little fighter. It's got really good lines. The bottom looks super clean. We're going to slap this bad boy together, break it down, and build it from the bottom to the top and present you with the easy-to-follow build guide. Okay, before you could start this build, you will want to go pick up some specialty parts from New Homestead. Grab yourself 2 Nova Galactic NG-20 landing gear and 2 NG-20 landing gear in the 4 variant. Also grab yourself a Pinch 8Z reactor and grab 4 SAE 5660 engines. Then over at Teo Astroneering, we're going to grab a Shipbed 200 landing bay. And from Hope Tech, we're going to grab a Hope Tech Companionway Fuselage B. That's all the specialty parts you'll need. Everything else could be built at your landing pad shipbuilder, so make your way on over to your landing pad, and we will get started with this build. All right, first thing you're going to do is drop down your Teo Shipbed 200 landing bay. And then you'll attach to that a Teo Companionway 1x1 bottom A. Duplicate it and place another one next to it. In front of that, bring out a Teo 2x1 bottom A. I'm going to use a workshop. You could use whatever you'd like. And then in front of that, you will want to bring out a Nova Calling 2L. And just go ahead and you're going to change the variant to a mid and flip it. So it'll be the BM, the bottom mid variant. Then duplicate that and change it to a BF and attach that in the front. After that, you're going to duplicate and flip the BM. It should stack right up on top. And then you're going to move out the bottom one and bring yourself in a Teo cowling, flip it to the bottom variant, and then attach that right in here. After that, move your BM back into place, flip it twice, and cancel. That'll lock it in. Then you can delete that top part. And the bottom of your ship looks like this. Next, we're going to be merging a whole bunch of components together. And so what you're going to do here is, actually, let me move off this real quickly. You're going to move your companionway out of the way for a brief second. And you're going to bring in your Pinch Z. Now you can bring out some Deimos Hull A's from your structural section and stack a couple up. And then you could duplicate one and put one below. Grab your companionway and put it on the bottom. And grab a Deimos hole and put it on top. Grab these two, duplicate them, put them out here. Now, we're going to duplicate this one up and this one down. So for the up, select your companionway bottom and the top Deimos hole. This will allow us to duplicate up. Click the duplicate, and if they go down, that's fine. Just do that one more time. Select the top and the top Deimos hole and duplicate. And now they go up. Now you can delete these bottom parts. We don't need any of them. And you can delete this extra Deimos hole. Now this one we want to duplicate down, so select that and the bottom Deimos hole and duplicate, they'll drop down. Next, let's get our shield in there. Select your shield, place it on top, select it, and this bottom Deimos hole, and duplicate down. And now you can go ahead and delete that. And you could grab your 100 DP Slim Docker and put it on the bottom, down there. Next, grab your fuel. I'm going to use a 700 T tank. Put that on the top, duplicate it down once, delete these extras, select the bottom Deimos hole in your bottom fuel, duplicate down again. Now you can delete these top 2 fuel tanks and your fuel's in here. Finally, it'll be our grav drive. Set that up on top, select it along with your bottom Deimos hole, duplicate down once, delete the extra holes, select the bottom Deimos hole and your bottom grav drive, duplicate down. Delete the tops, delete these extra Deimos holes, and delete one of these Deimos holes. Keep these out for future use. Alrighty. Now, bring out one of your SAE 5660 engines. Put that right here and duplicate it. You'll get one going up. Now let's duplicate that down into the bottom one and delete the top one. Now you got two engines right here. Next, grab a Teo 2x1 mid. I'm going to be using a control station. You can use anything you want. And then I'm going to grab a Teo 2x1 top B, and I'm also going to have a control station. I'm using two control stations to allow me to get my maximum crew. Next, you're going to want to bring in your cockpit. Go ahead and bring in a Magellan cockpit and snap that in right here. And then you can duplicate and flip your Nova cowling, and that will get you one on top. For me, I'm just going to bring in my painted one, snap it, flip it twice, cancel. And now what you're going to do is we want to get a drop down for this, but we want to do this in a certain way. You're going to need a companionway to connect this to. So let's bring in, duplicate one of your 1x1s, and you can just put that right here. Okay. In front of that, you'll connect a fuselage. Let's bring our Deimos holes over here. Now what we're going to do is select the bottom Deimos hole in this fuselage and duplicate it down in, and then delete this top one. And now you can delete this. And now we need to get a Teo cowling in here. So what we're going to do is grab a Deimos hole and put one up here. Duplicate it up and duplicate one over, and then attach this. And then if you duplicate it, it won't go down, so select it along with your Deimos hole on the bottom and duplicate down once, and then grab it and do that again. Now you can delete these top two and all these extra Deimos holes. And the front of our bird's looking good. Okay. Go ahead and grab yourself a Nova Cowling 2 LPF. And you're going to attach that to the front here just by this fuselage. Duplicate it, change the variant to an aft, and attach that all the way to the back. And then bring out a engineering bay 3x1. I'm using Stroud Eklund. You can use whatever you want. I just like the look of the shroud better. And then grab yourself a Teo side caps and then duplicate that to cover the sides. All right, duplicate and flip these parts to the other side. You could bring over your 3x1, and if you want, you could just make this one like all-in-one berth. And then duplicate and flip this one, bring that to the other side. And duplicate one of these and flip it and attach it, and then you can duplicate that to that. Next, grab your landing gears. And what we're going to do here, oops, hold on. I don't want to bring those all the way down. I wanted to move my camera. All right, let me move my camera here real quick. All right, so what you're going to want to do now is bring out your Nova NG20 landing gear 4 and a regular Nova NG20. And you're going to connect those right here at the back of your 3x1. So the 4 in the front and the regular in the back. Select both of those, duplicate them, and bring them over here. Now they're on the other side. Okay. That is that. Next, go ahead and bring on a shroud cap C top aft. And you could just connect that right here. And then bring in a shroud companionway 1x1. Put that right here. Matter of fact, you don't even need a companionway here. I just do it because it matches with this one. And we're using an armory up top. You don't really need these on top if you don't want them. You could have like 3 mid bracers. Okay, we're going to attach those here. And then we're going to bring in a Teo cowling and attach that right here. Flip it twice and cancel. Okay, now we're looking like that. Now you can grab some spines and bring them in place. I have an A, B, and a C. I'm sorry, a B, and a D. So before we could put that D into place, what we're going to want to do is move this off. And you're going to bring in a Hope Tech Riser B. Let me snag some paint real quick. And let me paint this. All right, grab your Riser B and place that right here. And then you're going to have to move this off briefly. Grab yourself a Deimos hole. Put it right here. And then put your shroud cap C on top. And now if you duplicate that, it'll drop down. Delete that, delete that. You could bring in your spine B and put that back. And now you can attach your spine D on top of that riser. All right, next, go ahead and bring in a Deimos bumper in the 4 variant. I want to make sure I'm going to put these in the right spot. Yeah. Grab a Deimos bumper, put it in the 4 variant right here. Duplicate it, flip it, attach them to the other side. Then duplicate that and change it to the mid and put it right here. And duplicate that, flip it, and bring one to the other side. Then go ahead and grab a shroud cap A, flip it to the aft position and attach it right here. And then grab yourself a shroud calling 1LA, and you can attach that right here, flip it 4 times and cancel. And then bring out a shroud cap A port 4. You snap that in right here, flip that 4 times, cancel. Next, you're going to need to get these in here. They obviously won't connect just yet. So what we're going to do is actually first, let's finish this other side. Duplicate and flip this. And attach one over here. And then duplicate that and change the variant. And just set that off to the side. And duplicate this. And flip that 3 times to this one. Then you can slap that into place. Flip it 4 times. Cancel. And put this into place. and flip it 4 times, cancel. All right. And now we want to get these into place. And so the way that we're going to do that is actually move these off briefly. Or rather, no, don't do that. Move the back one off. The back one will make it a lot easier. And then we're going to bring in, see, the best way to do this would be to bring in a Deimos hole A and put that right here. And then bring out a Shroud Companionway. Actually, don't bring out a Shroud Companionway. Bring out a Shroud Mid-Bracer. Makes more sense. We don't need a Companionway way over there. Use a Mid-Bracer instead. Attach your Mid-Bracer right here. And then you can attach an SAE engine onto that. Okay. Let's do the same on the other side and do these together. Duplicate this Demo hole, put it here. And then duplicate the mid-bracer and the engine and attach those next to it. Now you can go ahead and delete this Deimos hole. We don't need those. And we can attach in this Nova Cowling to LA right here. Okay, now it's making the connection to everything because it's connecting to this. So this side connects to that, and then this side connects to these, which makes our connection. And now that that's in place, we can, no, let's not move that off. I don't want to move that off. It'll be too much work to put in. Bring out another Cowling 2L, and you can attach that right here. And then if you duplicate that and flip it, you should be able to attach it here. Flip twice, cancel. And then bring in a, well, don't bring in, just grab this spine A and this spine D and duplicate them. Connect them onto the engine and your mid-bracer. And then bring out a Deimos bumper, put it here, duplicate it, change the variant to an aft, and attach it here. And then finally, we need to get this piece in. So just bring in a Shroud Cap A, snap it right here, flip it 4 times, and cancel. And that should be locked in. And then you can move this one back in place. Flip it 4 times and cancel. Okay, so same thing on the other side. So grab this one, duplicate it and flip it, and bring it here. And then grab this one, Nova Cowling, duplicate it and flip it, and attach it here. And then grab your Deimos bumper, duplicate it, flip it, attach it here, duplicate that, change the variant to an aft, and attach it there. And now you can bring this back in, snap it here, flip it 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and cancel. And then duplicate this and flip it, and attach it here, flip it 4 times, or twice, and cancel. And then grab a Shroud Cap A, duplicate that, flip it, set it on the grid, and then snap it into place here. Oh, wait, why is it not attaching? Let's see. Interesting. Okay, you could do it this way. Put in, if it doesn't work the first way, just put your cap A in, and then this one should snap right there, and then just flip that twice and cancel. Do a select all, make sure everything's connected. We're good. We don't have this on. I must have moved it instead of duplicating it. And there you go, folks. That's the paradox. It's built. The last thing you need to do is do your weapons. So, weapons are all up to you. As I say in all my builds, it depends what you're trying to do with your ship. There is no best weapons, Best weapons for what? Boarding a ship, just destroying the Crimson Fleet. It really depends. Are you trying to work on your skill points? It's all up to you. But if you want to do what I'm going to do, you're absolutely welcome to. So I'm going to hide a few weapons. And what I'm going to do is move these off. And I'm going to move these off. And then I'm going to bring in an equipment plate. Actually, I don't even need an equipment plate. I'm going to bring my weapons out. And so for this build, I think I'm going to do like some, like a ballistic build. So I'm going to use MKE auto gauss guns. No, I'm going to use regular MKE 9 gauss guns, no autos. And I'm going to put those right here. I could have 3 of these for maximum weapon power, so I'm going to put 2 of them like that. And then my third one I'm just going to set off to the side for now. And then what I could do here is put this back on, flip it twice, cancel. Put this back on, flip it twice, cancel. And then bring these back in, flip them 4 times, cancel. Bring this one back in, 1, 2, 3, 4, cancel. All right, let's look at other weapons. I'm thinking I want some cannons on this one. And some missile launchers. So why don't I do maybe Mauler autocannons. Not autos. Yeah, autos. No, I'm going to go with the regulars. I'm going to manually fire these bad boys. And those I could do 3 of. And then for my last weapon, I'll just go with some C-59 missile launchers, I think. Yeah, I'll just go with some C-59, CE-59s. I don't use these too often. All right, so for the CE-59s, for these ones, I will just put them on the bottom because they're kind of low profile. So I'm going to put one here. And then I'm going to duplicate that. Hello. Oh, I already have it selected. And I'm going to put one here. And then I'm going to duplicate that. I need to place one more. I'm just going to set that off to the side for right now. And now I want to put in my Mauler 107Is. For those, they're going to go right here. Yeah, they're going to go in here. So what I'm going to do... Actually, no. Actually... No. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're actually going to go in here. So this fuselage isn't really doing anything. It's there for the cosmetic look to connect right here. When you're walking through this, you're really going to be walking through this hab, right? You're not going to be up like in the top of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my weapons right here, because you really won't be walking through the weapons. I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to bring in an equipment plate, and I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm going to delete this and duplicate my equipment plate down. I'm going to bring my third missile launcher, put it on the bottom. I'm going to bring my third Gauss gun, put that on the top, and then I'm going to duplicate that down onto the missile. And I'm going to delete that. And now I need 3 autocannons down there too. So I'm just going to duplicate this down 3 times. There's 1. And duplicate again. That's 2. And duplicate it again. That's 3. And now I could get rid of these. And all my weapons are there. And now what I want to do is put my fuselage back. So I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to change the variant. And then change it back and cancel. And then I'm going to duplicate it down. So I'll select my bottom Deimos hole in this and duplicate down and delete this top one. Okay. Now I could put my Deimos cowling back, flip it twice and cancel. Delete these Deimos holes. And then I could go over here and assign my weapons. I'll put my missile launchers right here. Mauler cannon, Gauss gun. All systems are nominal. Back out. You could go in and you could give it a name. I'm calling this the Paradox. You can call it whatever you want. And there you go. So 1600 on shields, maximum crew, maximum jump, maximum mobility, 140 speed. This thing's a beast. Oh, shoot. Sorry, folks. We never duplicated these. Make sure you grab these and duplicate them and bring them on over to this side. And that's it. That's your Paradox. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I hope you enjoy your new fighter. If this build helped you out and you were able to build this ship and you liked it, hey, consider dropping me a like. It'll definitely help the channel. Additionally, there is a playlist popping up on the screen right now that will have a whole lot more of my builds. Feel free to check them out. Get some inspiration on future builds for yourself. I do have a lot more videos coming out, so stick around for those. Hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss them. And until next time, everybody, peace out.